to my channel. Today I wanted to show you guys how to make dog treats for dogs with skin allergies. Sophie used to have really bad skin allergies when I rescued her. We went through every single test, everything I bought her from the store. Poor thing, would just itch and itch and itch. We'd give her medicine, and it came down to the fact that she went on prescription medicine, and then I would make her homemade dog treats. And I'm here with Meatball today. She's actually sleeping over there. We'll get a shot of her later. And she also has allergies, so we're gonna do a variation of one of the recipes that I was using for Sophie. I actually found this recipe online, and I will link the recipe below for you guys to check out. This recipe is specifically for Meatball, so if your dog does have allergies, just make sure all of these ingredients are veterinary approved. So it's really pretty basic. So you'll need a mixing bowl, some pumpkin, some raw honey, some baking powder, couple of mixing cups. You'll need parchment paper, a banana, and I got these things at Walmart for like 97 cents or something like that. You can get them for under $1. And I think the most expensive thing is the wheat flour that we'll be using. This was about $5, and then obviously we have a baking pan. So you can get all these relatively inexpensive. I believe this was $1.50. The honey was $2. This was $2.50. These I had at the house, so I don't remember how much those cost. And I also had this baking pan at the house, and then this flour was about $5. So other than having to replace the bananas and the pumpkin all the time, you can pretty much make this recipe for pretty cheap. So just wanted to get into it. Let's see how it comes out, and we'll make it today. Guys, I actually went ahead and pre-measured some things just for the sake of time. A couple things I did want to mention is that this honey right here is actually 100% honey is what I'm saying. So there's literally no other ingredients inside of here. And when you have flour, when you use the wheat flour, it's not bleached. Which is why you will see it brown as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a half a can of the pumpkin puree in here. Then a banana. This is actually, it's supposed to be really ripe, but this was the only one that we had. Thank you to Meatball's mom for letting me take a banana from her kitchen. Put that in here, put that in the bowl. So then you're going to use 1 tablespoon of honey. So in here, in this bowl, I put 1½ cup of the wheat flour, and then I 1/2 teaspoon of the baking powder. So we're gonna just dump that right in. You should probably keep them separate, but I didn't actually have another bowl, so I just stuck it in here. So at this point, you're actually going to use your hands, so make sure you wash them. Make sure before you always bake anything or any food that your area is clean, which I did prior to obviously making this video. I washed my hands, so now I'm gonna go deep in here. So you just want to mix it together, and if it gets too wet, what you're gonna do is actually just add a little bit more flour. So see here, you want it as a dry dough. I know it looks kind of gross, but it's good for our little fur babies. I don't know, using a mixer kind of, I don't know, gets all stuck. So just deal with it with your hands for a little bit. As you can see, it's still a little wet. So I'm just gonna probably add a little bit more flour in a second. I kind of feel like I am in Mrs. Bendis, was it 7th grade, where she was like strainer, drainer, dishpan. So it's pretty late here, because I had Meatball, I had some cats, obviously I have my day job too. So This was finally the time I got to do it. So Meatball and I, every night that we watch television, hello my darling. See, she smells food from far away. This is going to be for you. I know it doesn't look good, but it's really gonna be delicious. We watch the Golden Girls every single night that I watch her. And that she falls asleep. Probably because my programming is not fun. Okay. I'm gonna add, again, just a little bit more flour. Doesn't that look so good? It's going in a dog's mouth. She licks her butt, so I think it's okay that my hands look like this. So I don't know if I said it before, but the oven was set to 350 preset. I'm gonna add just a little bit more flour in there. Look, I'm not Rachel Ray here. I'm just trying to, can't make it look as beautiful and appetizing as she would. All right, so now as you can see, it's becoming a little bit more dry. So, gross. So you're supposed to roll it out with just a little bit of flour. So we'll do this. Sprinkle it on there. Probably should have used this spoon. That's okay. I actually think using my hands though makes it better. I don't know. It makes it better, I guess. This looks really gross. Okay. So I am going to now that there's a mound on there, I actually got to clean up my hands for a minute because I can't work like this. So give me 1 second and I will show you how we're going to cut it. Okay, so I did wash my hands. They're dirty already again. So to make it easier, I didn't have a rolling pin, so I just flattened it out with a spoon. Again, I'm not Rachel Ray here, but at the end of the day, Meatball will have some great pumpkin banana honey cookies and she can eat them instead of being allergic to everything. So now the fun part comes in. You can use a doggy paw or a doggy bone. So I'm going to use a doggy bone here. Go like this. As you can see, as we were talking about earlier, you want the dough to be dry, so it's easier to cut around. We have that here. Doggy bone. Meatball's sitting over here hoping that some of the dough falls on the ground. So she thinks that I don't see her, but I do. So with these, you just press down lightly on the dough and then separate it. Again, I just use a spoon. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do this for all of you bakers out there. But either way, it's still kind of cool. You're gonna put it on parchment paper. Listen, I use my hands, honestly. It's just so much easier to manipulate the dough into the consistency that you want. So if you want to do it human-like, like with a another utensil you can, but I figure Meatball won't mind if I use my hands, as long as she gets some at the end. Okay. Let's do a paw print. This is what it looks like on the sheet. I actually don't recommend using this paw print one. It kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie, and it didn't look like a paw print, so I actually just put them all in bones. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put this in the oven, and it's gonna bake for about 10 to 12 minutes. And guys, if you are a pet sitter and you are trying to do something nice like this, just make sure that you clean up 100% after yourself. No owners want to come home and clean, you know, their kitchen because we're baking in it. It says 10 to 12 minutes, so I would probably go on the lower scale first, just depending on how hot your oven is. So I put that on for 12 minutes. I'm gonna probably check on it at 10 to make sure it's done, and we'll see how it comes out. Okay, there was 2 minutes left. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Smells delicious. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna actually let these cool off for quite some time. As you can see, it dries into a cookie. We are going to let these cool down, and we will see if Meatball likes them or not. Okay, so these have completely cooled down. They smell delicious. I think I'm gonna taste it. Is it okay to taste the dog treat? I guess we'll see if Meatball likes it. Pretty good. I love it. Meat. Now she's sleeping. Meatball. Well, tell us, Meatball. Did you like it? Well, there you have it. It is doggy tested and doggy mom approved. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe. I will be posting videos every Wednesday. I am so excited to be doing this channel, and we are hoping here at Sophie and Friends that we will have many, many, many more animal adoptions in the future. And please follow me on my journey here, and I'm so excited to spend this time with you guys. And go ahead and give me some comments below on some topics you'd like us to talk about. And I will see you next week.